What's up, guys? It's your boy J18. I'm doing week 3 picks. I'm gonna do a recap of last week and how I did. I win 9 and 6 and 1 overall in week 2. So I did a little bit better than what I did in week 1. So I went 5-10-1 in week 1, but I'm coming back in my season. I'm 14-16-2 going into week 3. But a quick recap of week 2. I picked the Ravens on Thursday night against the Bengals, and they lost, of course. The Bengals did better. They won that game 23-34. And then I picked the Chargers over the Bills this past weekend. Chargers took care of business, won by 11. I picked the Texans over the Titans. Texans couldn't do it, but they lost by 3. So I don't regret my pick, but oh well, they got to move on to this week. I do pick the Texans over the Giants this week. I picked the Jets over the Dolphins. The Jets failed to take care of business. They lost. I picked the Redskins at home against the Colts. You would think they would win. They're at home. They did good against the Cardinals, but I don't know if the Redskins are that good of a team yet. They lost 21-9. I picked the Falcons over the Panthers. They took care of business. They beat the Panthers. I picked the Packers over the Vikings. I don't know what happened in that game with the field goal kickers. They ended up tying. I picked the Buccaneers over the Eagles. I mean, I'm an Eagles fan, big time. You know what I mean? But I just knew the offense was going to struggle in Tampa Bay, and I knew Tampa Bay was going to score. That's why I had the Buccaneers winning. I picked the Saints over the Browns. The Saints should have lost that game, but because the lucky field goal kicker that the Browns had, that's why the Saints won that game. I picked the Chiefs over the Steelers, and Chiefs took care of business. They went over there to Pittsburgh. They won it, lighting up the scoreboard with 42 points to 37 that Pittsburgh had. 49ers and Lions. I picked the Niners. Niners won by 3, but they took care of business. I picked the Rams over the Cardinals, and you damn near sure everyone knows the Rams blew out the Cardinals, shutting them out 34-0. I picked the Raiders versus... Sorry, my bad, dude. It's because I have the door open. I'm taking care of my dogs and shit. I got 3 Yorkie dogs inside and 1 pit bull dog outside. So, yeah. You gotta make sure they're being behaved. I picked the Raiders over the Broncos, and the Broncos had that game-winning drive, 20-19. I picked the Jaguars over the Patriots, and I freaking knew it, dude. Patriots went down against that Jaguar team in that rematch. AFC Championship rematch, bro. I picked the Giants over the Cowboys. Everybody knows how the old line of the Giants did in the freaking Cowboy game. 6 sacks. They fucking suck. That line sucks for the Giants. That's why I picked the Texans beating the Giants this week. The Bears versus the Seahawks. Pick the Bears. You already know about that shit. So for my week 2, my record, I went 9-6-1. So I'm improving a little bit. But overall, going into week 3, I am 14-16-2. So I still have 2 games that I'm on a losing record. So this week's picks. I have the Vikings at home versus the Bills. Vikings over the Bills. Tonight's game, Browns versus Jets. I have the Browns winning at home. Vikings at home. I have the Vikings beating the Bills. Texans at home against the Giants. I have the Texans. I have the Packers over the Redskins, even though it's in Washington. I have the Chiefs over the Niners in Arrowhead. I have the Dolphins over the Raiders. Dolphins are at home. I have the Eagles versus the Colts. Carson Wentz is back, baby. Jordan Matthews is signed. Now, they better fucking do something because, Carson's back. I need the receivers to catch the ball, guys. And I need some good play calls. I knew last week we were going to lose against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But God damn, dude. Y'all should have ran the ball from the beginning of the game, not in the fucking fourth quarter. We need some better play calls from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, establish running game. And then you can pass the ball comfortably so they can have run and pass to worry about. Not just fucking pass. That's how we were stopped on fucking 4th and 4 when Nick Foles had no one to pass it to because everybody knew we were passing the ball. Because that's all we were doing all game. So fucking run it. Establish a running game first half. That way you can run and pass the ball. Sorry about that. So I have the Eagles winning. Hopefully, they go with the game plan I just explained. I have the Eagles winning at home against the Colts. I have the Jaguars winning at home over the Titans. I have the Bengals beating the Panthers at Panthers. The Bengals beat the Colts at Colts. They beat the Rams. They're averaging like 30 a game. I do have them beating the Panthers at Panthers, even though it's in Carolina. I have them winning. I have the Broncos beating the Ravens only because they had 2 last drive game-winning drives. Broncos are on the money right now. And their defense, I don't know if Joe Flacco can pass it after throwing it to triple coverage last week against a rival. So, I have the Broncos winning in Baltimore. Falcons and Saints. I have the Falcons winning since, the Saints are struggling a little bit. Atlanta's at home. They took care of business at home against the Panthers last week. I do believe that Matt Ryan, the Falcons, they're going to take care of business against the Saints. Rams versus Chargers. That was a tough one because they're both in LA. They're practically both at home. But I do have the Rams beating the Chargers. They're more of like connected unit that's really playing better than the Chargers themselves. Chargers are kind of struggling on defense. Rams kind of have a better defense than the Chargers. So I'm taking the Rams over the Chargers. Bears versus Cardinals. Come on, man. You already know who was going to win that game. The Bears are going to take care of business. They're going to beat the Cardinals. Even though they're in Arizona. They're going to take care of business. Seattle Seahawks versus the Cowboys. Seattle's at home. Now, I know they allowed 6 sacks against the Bears. But I knew the Bears, because of their defense, dude. That's why they sacked them 6 fucking times. It's the pass rush of the Bears defense. Now, they're going to play against Dallas. They played a damn good game against the Broncos. They had a game-winning drive in that game, Broncos. But I do have Seattle winning, dude. Dallas won against the Giants. But I think Giants' line is worse than Seattle's line. I can tell you that right now. Because they played a damn good Bears team. Damn good Bears defense, anyway. So I have Seattle Seahawks at home against the Cowboys. I have the Patriots at the Lions. Because the Lions, they almost came back and tied the game and probably could have won last week, but the Niners took care of them. And I do have the Patriots with Josh Gordon and maybe Gronk not getting double teamed. I have the Patriots winning against the Lions, even though it's in Detroit. The Buccaneers at Steelers. Sorry about that. Buccaneers at Steelers. I have the Buccaneers winning against the Steelers at home. Buccaneers have been lining up the board. Now, if their defense, they're probably going to work harder this week against that Steeler offense. But Steeler offense has been struggling. They haven't been keeping up with the other team's scoring, and their defense has definitely been struggling. So I have the Buccaneers winning that one at home. Thank you, guys. Remember to subscribe. Don't forget to comment all your scores on the bottom. Tell me what you think. Fly Eagles fly. 1-8. Peace out.